Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Nvidia report for Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. Just a reminder, we remain bullish through the rest of the year above 181.20. This is an area that we're now anticipating over the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'll get to that in a second. But if or once we test it, it can absorb selling through the rest of the year. And from here, likely to round up within a couple of months to the 219.64 full wave count, which you can actually see properly illustrated here. There's a lot going on between 219.64 and 228.94. Upper right, you can see this is a multi-week resistance area. This area remains, I'm just going to say, kind of an estimate of a 1 to 2 month objective above 182.20. Now, we are anticipating 182.20 over the next 2 or 3 weeks. This following the settlement, clearly Tuesday, back below the 202.61 channel top. And this was considered a week ago, roughly, when we closed above it, a secondary sign of strength that was anticipating this. Let's just call it 228.04 as a 2 to 3 week target. And obviously, yesterday's collapse and settlement back below it has put the market back on the defensive, anticipating now 181.34, not shown here lower right, as a 2 to 3 week target. This is the same formation on the daily chart, 181.34, that we find at 181.20 on the weekly chart. And that is really what we're anticipating, 181.34 over the next 2 to 3 weeks. On the way down, now we're kind of getting into the day trade. You can sell 202.61. This is kind of a 3 to 5 day swing trade. But with present volatility, we actually could see 193.71 today. That is our next target intra-week objective. On the way down, we do have 197.20. I believe that is the high from earlier in October. So we're likely to get some degree of a bounce there. But if we break 197.20, anticipate 193.71 intraday. And that was described as a 3 to 5 day objective following the settlement yesterday below 202.61. But once again, we're expecting the low 180s. And if we close today below 193.71, that is considered a secondary sell signal. And if you're a 3 to 5 day swing trader and you've yet to go short and you're looking to go short at 202.61 and the market does not give you that opportunity, it continues south. We close today below 193.71. That is the next go with, anticipating then the low 180s within 3 to 5 days. 181.20 is once again on the weekly chart. This is classic channel bottom, able to contain selling through the rest of the year. And once tested, we can round up within a couple of months into that 219.64, actually into the 220s as well, 228.94.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and Nvidia, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
And that kind of covers the downside. But I do want to mention one more thing, and that is to say that if over the coming couple, 2, 3 weeks, we close below the 181.20 level, we have a good high not only for the rest of the year, but I actually think through the first quarter. Within a couple of months, I would expect 148.13, quite possibly by the end of the year. But there are other structures that I'm outlining that I have yet to show that are presently in the 110s, 120s that I think could actually bear ultimate objective with a settlement below 181.20. So I would say 148.13 would be expected within a month or two of closing below 181.20, and the 110s, 120s attainable within 2 to 3 months. That's the way I would like to phrase it, because I think that's relatively realistic from a technical perspective. Now, for the upside, if we do close back above 202.61, that does neutralize yesterday's sell signal. But in terms of upward momentum, the reestablishment of upward momentum in a pretty aggressive way as we move into next week, that would come with a settlement above 209.86. But I do think these are very day tradable levels. And what I mean by that is not so much 202.61, because 202.61 is a 2 to 3 week tradable level, below which we're expecting the low 180s. But if we happen to push through 202.60, is 209.86 in reach today? We've seen that kind of volatility periodically, but I don't know if we could anticipate it today. What I would think is the likelier outcome is that it closing above 202.61 neutralizes the sell signal that we currently maintain. Sorry about that. Currently maintain into, where are you, the lower 180s. So closing above 202.61 does neutralize our expectations for the low 180s over the next 2 to 3 weeks. The question is, though, can we expect aggressive gains? I think ultimately you can, but in terms of sort of a momentum shift where you buy the market and see more immediate results, I think that would come with a settlement above 209.86. And then I would anticipate this 228.04 rising channel top within a couple of weeks of closing above 209.86. A 228.04 is this rising channel top on the weekly chart, 227.95. You've got 228.94 as a B minus A plus C. That is a long-term wave count. You also have a B minus C plus B. That is a full wave count. So this area just loaded with meaningful resistance where Nvidia can grow exhausted on a monthly, possibly quarterly basis. I think that pretty much rounds it out. Is there anything else to say? I don't think so. I am going to... I'm kind of rifling through these images here. I'll leave you with this one. We settled Tuesday in a sell signal that should, over the next 2 to 3 weeks, realize the low 180s. That remains a fact below 202.61. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Thursday's NVIDIA, and you have a great day.